Hey, what's up, y'all? So today I'm out here using the Insta360 Flow, this little cool gimbal that unfolds and then you can attach your phone to it and get very smooth, stabilized footage like I'm getting right now. But I'm actually walking a dog from the Care STL shelter here in St. Louis. This is Junie. Everyone say hi. So she definitely needs some adopting. So if you are in St. Louis, come pick her up. But anyway, yeah, I wanted to test this gimbal out walking this sweet little pup here, and you can see just how smooth and stabilized the footage is. So I have my iPhone 15 Pro attached on this bad boy, and the audio is coming from my DJI microphone, so my little wireless lav. But yeah, you can see how smooth this is, and Junie is such a sweetheart. Junie, come here. Yes, you are. I can't pet you because I'm holding you, and there you go. Stiff my little fingers. But yeah, I can press the button on the controller here, and then it will switch back over to the front-facing camera. So yeah, you can go between the rear-facing camera and then back to the front-facing camera, just like so. Now, the truth is that over the last few years, smartphone video has gotten very stabilized. So especially with the iPhone handheld, it works really good. And then they also have this action mode where it will drop down like the resolution and stuff, but you can still get some super stabilized footage. But some of the downsides is just what I mentioned, right? Sometimes you lose some resolution. You can't record in like 4K, 60 frames per second. Or if you do something like an action mode, you might actually have to have the video cropped in, so you lose a little bit of that outside field of view. But with a gimbal like this, you don't have to worry about that. So I can record in 4K 60 with my iPhone 15 Pro here. And I can't do ProRes though just yet. I think they might be working on that. I'm not quite sure, but hopefully one day we get that, because I am using this with the Insta360 app that you download on your phone. Oh, and this also has two USB-C ports. So the one at the bottom is for charging the gimbal. And if you want, you can charge the gimbal and use it at the same time. And then the one at the top is going to be useful for charging like your smartphone when you have it attached to this gimbal. So yeah, you have two-way charging with this thing, which is nice. Now, this USB-C port is also clutch because it can actually power this little spotlight camera that I'm about to turn on, because right now I'm inside of my car. It's nighttime. You can barely see me, but now I'm gonna turn on this little spotlight and then boom, here we go. Instant brightness right here. So this little thing is a part of the creator combo that they sell with this Insta360 Flow. So it's a little bit more money, but you get a lot of good stuff in there, including this, and this attaches to the magnetic clip that you put on the back of your phone. You have a couple of different places where you can attach it, and it works in landscape and also portrait mode. But this is the lowest brightness setting that it's doing a pretty good job at, but I can go to the middle brightness setting just by pressing this button here at the top. So this is the second level, and then now to the maximum brightness here. And yeah, I can barely see right now, but you can see that it does a good job at brightening up everything. And you also have some options with color temperature. So this one is more of a neutral one, but then also I can hit this button up here to change to more of a cooler or bluish type of tone. And then now I can also hit this button one more time, and this is going to make it a little bit warm, adding some yellow and some orange into it. Oh, and you don't have to have this always pointing at your face. You can actually rotate it around to point it away from you. So if you are using the rear facing cameras to record somebody or something else, now you can have them brighten up as well. Now this thing is also cool because it does have a built-in like selfie stick extender. So you can basically just pull it out, and now you can see me holding it over this bridge, and now you're able to get some more risky shots that you might not want to do when you are just holding the phone in your hand. And it's basically like having an extra arm. So you can use this for group shots, or for me, I like trying to get some low angle shots of some of these e-bikes that I do try to record as well. So whether I'm stationary or actually riding on the bike itself, I can get some really cool shots of the tire, and also just me riding the bike that I just wouldn't be able to do with my smartphone, or not be able to do it and actually trust that it's not going to fall off or something. So the way this works is that in the box, you do get this little clip, and the clip has a little magnet on the back of it. But basically you attach this to your phone. It will work on a lot of cases, like my Peak Design mobile case that I have here on my iPhone. And basically when you're ready to start recording, you just unfold this Insta360 Flow. It's basically like a one-step action, and then it automatically turns itself on. And then now you can either attach your phone before you do that, or you can put your phone on it after the fact. And then now, yeah, you're pretty much ready to go after you launch the Insta360 app. And then now you can go ahead and start controlling this with the built-in controls on the Flow. So you do have this little thumbstick that allows you to move the camera on the gimbal around. And then you also have like this little reverse icon, and this allows you to switch between the rear and the front facing cameras. And then also you can double tap that to be able to switch over to portrait mode, or you can double tap it to go back to landscape mode. Then on the back of the gimbal, you do have this trigger. So if I press once on this trigger, it will actually activate this tracking mode. So right now it's actually tracking my face. So if I move to the side, just like that, I'm not using the joystick here. It's actually just following me automatically. So this is great if you do want to put this down on the ground because this also does have basically a built-in tripod inside of it as well. I almost forgot to mention that, right? So anyway, yeah, you can pull the tripod out from the bottom, and then now you can place this on a table or place it on the ground, and now you can get some cool shots and actually have it track you like it is with me on this bike right here. And in addition to squeezing the trigger, you can actually draw a box around the person, or in my case, the bike that I wanted to track for this shot. And then now, as soon as I got on the bike, it was still tracking that vehicle when I was riding around. And they're calling their tracking technology Deep Track 3.0. And this is using AI and some other software to be able to allow the tracking to be able to keep the subject tracked even if something runs in front of it. So a good example is this basketball player running between other players to get to the basket. You can see that the gimbal and the tracking is able to pick them back up, especially as something comes in front of it. But then also you can double tap on the trigger and it will recenter the gimbal if you do have it a little bit off angle. And for this part, I'm gonna switch camera angles here so you can actually squeeze on the trigger and it will lock it. So basically now you don't have to worry about trying to move it around, or you can kind of be a little bit more free with your movement and not have to really worry about trying to help position the gimbal where you want it to point. So yeah, I'm just looking at Junie right now, getting some sniffs in, enjoying her little walk here today. One of my favorite dogs so far. But yeah, ultimately I want to recommend, if you are looking for a dog or something, definitely go down to your shelter. I just released the trigger, but definitely go down to your local shelter and help rescue some of these dogs. Again, this one is Care STL in St. Louis. And now I actually just extended the selfie stick so I can get this low angle. So I'm actually holding the gimbal and also the phone upside down basically, but I can get this low angle shot without me having to like bend over too much. I'm bending over a little bit because I'm 6 feet tall, but yeah, I can still get this shot of Junie. Yeah, come here. I don't have any treats on this thing, not yet. But yeah, it's just fun being able to kind of give you that extra hand and that extra flexibility when you are recording. All right, so I have this in auto mode, but I'm gonna switch it to follow mode. So this will follow the direction of the gimbal that I have it pointed in as I'm trying to go down these rocks without slipping and breaking my neck. But you can see here, this makes it very easy to kind of just point it to where you want the camera to record. And then now the gimbal will do all the work for you. And what is the best way for me to get down here? All right, and if you didn't know that St. Louis has a beach, well, we do. Well, kind of. So this is on the edge of the Mississippi River here. I'm actually on the Illinois side here, but Missouri is on that side. But I'm gonna get over here to see how close I can get to these kind of raging rapids. But yeah, I'm going over some rough terrain here, and this thing is making it look very easy. Stabilized as I'm going up and down these rocks, but it's all worth it here for this shot here. Very smooth shot, and I can take advantage of the 5x zoom here on my iPhone, and look at that. Looks so nice. And one thing I did notice is that the joystick speed is a little fast as I'm just like kind of slowly moving it here, but it's going a little bit too fast. But you can go into the settings and you can adjust the joystick speed when you're not recording, of course. But yeah, you can slow that down if you need to. Okay, so look, I'm back inside because it's getting cold outside. But yeah, this thing is just a really cool tool to have for a creator like me. But also, if you're someone trying to take videos of the kids and stuff and they're moving around a lot, this thing is great because it gives you that extra level of stabilization. But also, if you do want to use this just kind of like sitting down or something, you can use this with other apps outside of the Insta360 app. So you can use it with your favorite video calling app. And if you need a little bit more extension for this does have a standard tripod mount at the bottom, so you can place it on a bigger tripod. Or in my case, I did have like a little smaller tripod that I used to be able to get these cool shots of me riding around on my e-bike. It just gave me a little bit extra length when I was holding it. And as far as battery life, this thing is rated to get you around 12 hours or so, which is pretty long. And then also you do have a built-in cold shoe mount. So if you do have like maybe like a receiver for your wireless microphone that you might have connected to your phone, you can mount it to the gimbal itself. And out of all the mobile tripods that I've used, this is the easiest to fold up and then also to deploy. And then also I forgot to even talk about this cool transparent design that this does have, so you can see the inner workings of it and stuff. Just a very cool little touch that they've added to this. So overall, this is just something that's really cool for me as a creator that I'm always going to have in my bag if I am thinking about doing something that's very active and I'm moving around a lot. And so Insta360 didn't sponsor this video, but they did send this over as a review unit. But they also hooked me up with an affiliate link that would help support this channel. But also for the first 20 people that do use this link that's down below in the description, let me make sure I get this right, so I'm gonna read it. You will get a 12% discount, so that's around like $20 savings. And then also you'll get that free spotlight that I showed you to add some light to your videos, and also a free t-shirt, but that's for the first 20 people. But if you aren't one of those first 20 people, they still have the 12% discount on their website for anyone to use during this holiday period. And they also do have a holiday 5% discount going for this Insta360 show camera. It looks like a little action camera with the screen on the back that does flip up like that. But also too, you can pop out this little camera like so, and then now you can put this almost practically anywhere. And so yeah, I'll be covering this a little bit more in the future, but I'll have an affiliate link for this one down below. I think you get like a free carrying case and a t-shirt for the first 20 people as well for that. But anyway, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching this video. Let me know what you think about this Insta360 Flow gimbal here. And like always, I do want to thank you for watching this video, and I will catch you later. Peace.